And in saying that, our leader in Ontario has crumbled because he's caved in, and now he's getting rid of all the rules. And what's going to happen is it's going to fucking backfire because as soon as there's another outbreak, right?
Yep. I don't know why.
It'll fill in. So
I don't know why it won't.
You know, I was having this conversation yesterday, Billy. I'll let you guys chime in, where they're saying, yeah, but nobody's going to know about infections. I go, that's fucking bullshit. Because even though the reporting's going to be gone and all that fucking shit's going to be gone, once the hospitals fill up again, you can't fucking hide that.
Yeah, it's mind-boggling to me, and I was saying this to Billy, that, you know, we've now gone months where there's been no fans at the Scotiabank Arena for a Leafs or Raptors game, and then in a few weeks we're going to 50%, which, you know, I can understand that, where you're still checking the vaccines, but then, at the beginning of March now, they're saying no checking, anyone can go, concessions are open, 100% capacity and no mask mandate, which is absolutely crazy to go from one extreme to another. You really got to ease your way into these things, and it's crazy. And then in April, if there's baseball, if they figure out the labor issues, you'll have a Rogers Center with 50,000 people for opening day with no masks and no
more than 50,000.
I'm shocked. I'm very
surprised. Staff, right? So you're looking at almost 60,000 people.
Yep, absolutely.
And I think part of the problem, Eric, is that everybody from outside of Canada look at our leadership as a bunch of fucking fatheads. Pardon my language.
That's true.
It's not just our country. It's all the fucking politicians that are caving into bullshit.
Well,
it's not just our country. So, you know, Honorable Ford has an election in June, and I think that he's caving in.
Yeah, you're right. He wants another term, and he's doing what he.
Yeah, and you can't fucking be. Listen, my father, I love him. I love him with all my heart. He was a tough father. He had rules, and you had to follow the fucking rules.
Yeah, you know what? The issue I have, Frank, is that I think that no matter what he does, there's going to be a big part of people that are upset about it.
I mean, they don't give a fuck if the people are upset. They should. A leader who's elected a leader, father, a president of a company. You're supposed to keep people safe and keep people fed.
And by doing that, he's created the whole convoy thing, and the anti-vaxxers have gone nuts and everything else. And now you do what he's done.
Explain to me what the convoy was to accomplish and what it accomplished.
Because they felt like they weren't. I mean, I watched.
No, but they call it the Freedom Convoy.
Freedom Convoy.
How is it the Freedom Convoy from stopping people to getting food and logistics?
Well, their freedoms were taken away from them from being able to go and do the things they wanted.
No, it was very simple. If you go to the United States and as a trucker, you have to be vaccinated.
Right.
The federal government's trying to protect you.
Right, and the fact.
And the federal government, because they have federal jurisdiction of the airports and stuff, they will not take those mandates off. You will not be able to fucking fly anywhere. Well, you can't without being vaccinated. But what they did, the federal government saying, if you're double vaccinated and whatever, you don't have to get a test anymore to come in.
That's right.
So I would say that's a fair concession.
I think that's totally fair.
That's a fair concession. But you can't fucking be Doug Ford and try to please the far right by saying, okay, you know what? We're going to fucking lift everything. Well, you're going to fucking let everything go to hell. Things are going to hell with the rules. Think about it. They've gone to hell with the fucking rules.
Yeah, that's the problem. The rules make no sense, and they change them without any rationale. I mean,
because they're fucking politicians. They're not doing things like a fucking doctor doesn't say you have high cholesterol. You know what? Fuck it. Go have some steak and eggs.
I wish they would.
No, but you know what I'm saying? What I'm saying is, if you have like I love my doctor. I love him. He's my doctor. He's my mechanic of my body. If he tells me to stop doing something, and then he changes his mind because I'm threatening to go to another doctor who's going to tell me what I want to fucking hear.
Right.
He says, okay, you know what? Fuck it. Do whatever you want, man. Go smoke crack.
I guess that happens in hockey with Jack Eichel, right? Jack Eichel didn't like what he heard from team doctors and other doctors, so he found his own doctor that would tell him to go get his own surgery. So it does happen that way.
Yeah, but that's a little different.
No, I know.
You have a right to, if you're going to go get surgery, you have a fucking right to get a third opinion, a second opinion. It's your body, right?
Of course.
But that's not the same as this.
Anyone who's
fucking the politicians
diabetes or high cholesterol, you're not going to get a doctor who says, "Don't worry, live your life."
Doctors will tell them to fuck off. In fact, if you listen right now to all the head of the hospitals, all the different management, because even though our hospitals are subsidized by the province of Ontario, right? Mm-hmm. They're run by companies like there's Humber River Health, there's Mackenzie Health, right?
Yeah.
There's very large conglomerates that run these places, but then you fucking politicians don't listen to them. They listen to how they're going to get fucking elected.
Yeah, that's it. Stay in power and grease your palms for another 4 years.
Yeah, but it's not going to happen because it's going to backfire. Because if we go back in the next 45 to 60 days to a huge suffering, right? Of a catastrophic crescendo in the hospitals where they're packed again with COVID victims, you're fucked.
I can't help but think that under these new rules, which basically are no rules, that we are going to get there again. And Billy was saying to me off the air, he thinks it could be you could have another lockdown, right? If you're having 50,000 people at events, and you're not checking them, and there's no mask mandates, and that's about the worst possible thing that this country could possibly happen right now.
Well, if I was a premier of Ontario, or if I had any fucking power, I would make it permanent that you have to wear a mask if you go see your doctor. I would make it permanent that if you go to the hospital to visit anybody, you have to wear a mask.